Good day, everyone. Today we'll be presenting our research and comparative analysis of classical and operant conditioning, exploring the significant contributions of Pavlov and Skinner to the theory of learning.
Our research contrasts the learning theories of Pavlov's classical conditioning and Skinner's operant conditioning. We will examine their core principles, applications, and limitations, highlighting their enduring relevance in the field of behavioral psychology.
So, classical conditioning is an unconscious learning process that forms a conditioned response through the association of an unconditioned stimulus with a natural stimulus. In contrast, operant conditioning, also known as instrumental conditioning, involves learning through rewards and punishments, where behaviors are linked to their consequences. Together, these theories provide valuable insights into human behavior and skill acquisition, highlighting their broad application across various fields. Pavlov and Skinner are foundational figures in behavioral psychology, and their work has led to advancements in understanding behavioral theory and the development of training techniques. Despite both recognizing that responses can be conditioned, they offer distinct explanation of how stimuli of influence behavior.
The with B.F. Skinner, critic of Ivan Pavlov's theory, is that it misrepresents Pavlov's work. Skinner argued that Pavlov classical conditioning, which on involuntary responses, cannot explain complex human behavior. However, Pavlov's theory was never intended to explain all human behavior. It was a specific mechanism for learning, focusing on how neutral stimuli become associated with innate reflexes. Skinner's focus on operant conditioning, which involves voluntary responses, is a separate but complementary theory. Both theories contribute to our understanding of learning, and their differences do not constitute a problem with either theory.
So, Pavlov's theodology of classical conditioning focuses on involuntary reflexive responses. So, the method of Pavlov's is systematic pairing of neutral stimulus with an unconditioned stimulus that naturally elicits a response. He measured the strength of the conditioned response, like salivation to the ball alone, over repeated pairings. And Skinner methodology of operant conditioning is voluntary behaviors. Methods are use the Skinner box and apparatus where animals could perform specific actions to receive reinforcements or punishment. He meticulously recorded the frequency of the behavior under different reinforcement and punishment schedule to understand how consequences shape behavior. So this research was conducted in order to understand how learning behavior is acquired, the advantage and disadvantage stages as well as the reliability of the instrument were also part of the objective. In order to answer these research goals, the researchers opted to obtain the view as they study on animals.
The findings. Pavlov classical conditioning theory explains learning as the formation of association between a naturally occurring stimulus and a previously neutral one. His experiments with dogs showed that we could learn to salivate at the sound of a bell when it was consistently paired with food, demonstrating an unconscious reaction to a stimulus. This concept is a foundational in behavioral psychology. In contrast, Skinner's operant conditioning focuses on how consequences shape behavior. Through his experiments using the Skinner back, Skinner demonstrated that rats learn to press a lever for food, illustrating that behaviors that lead to a positive outcome or reinforcement are likely to be repeated. So thus, operant conditioning modifies behavior through reinforcement and punishment to achieve desired results.
So, B.F. Skinner operant conditioning and Ivan Pavlov's classical conditioning both significantly enhance our understanding of learning but have limitations. Skinner's theory focuses on how environmental consequences influence voluntary behavior using rewards like positive reinforcement and the removal of unpleasant stimuli or negative reinforcement to encourage behavior repetition, while punishment discourages it. Critics highlight its neglect of internal mental processes and reliance on animal studies, raising ethical concerns about behavioral manipulation. Conversely, Pavlov's classical conditioning illustrates how involuntarily reflexive response can be formed through the pairing of stimuli, explaining phenomena such as phobias and taste aversion. However, it fails to address complex learning processes involving conscious decision making and neglects cognitive factors. While both theories offer valuable insights, they differ fundamentally. Classical Classical conditioning centers on involuntary responses, while operant conditioning emphasizes the role of consequences in shaping voluntary behavior.
So the conclusion, Pavlov's and Skinner's pioneering research fundamentally transformed the understanding of learning and behavior, establishing classical and operant conditioning for as essential concept in behavior modification. So their contrasting perspective have sparked ongoing discussions and advancement in behavioral psychology, making their theories highly relevant across various fields. In education, classical conditioning is employed to create associations between stimuli and desired responses, while operant conditioning principles are evident in grading systems that reinforce positive behaviors and discourage negative ones. These theories are also find significant application in healthcare, aiding in behavioral change and trauma recovery. Ultimately, Pavlov's focus on involuntary responses and Skinner's emphasis on rewards and punishment offer distinct yet complementary views on learning, which continue to be widely utilized in education, healthcare, and other domains related to training and learning.
So for the future research, a good future research direction for combining Skinner and Pavlov's theories could be to study how these theories apply to modern technology. For example, how do we learn to associate certain sounds or notification like through words like getting
Social.
a social like on social media. This is like Pablo's dogs are learning to associate the bell with food. Also, how do companies use Skinner's idea about reinforcement to keep us hooked on apps and games? By studying these things, we can be better understand how technology influence our behavior and how to use it for good. And that's all.
Okay.
Thank you.